Good morning, babe. Another shopping day. You said our coffee went up to $15.
It's normally like 10 or 12 for like a bag. Like, I don't buy the best shit, but I certainly don't buy the worst shit. And I just like what I like. But yeah, it's usually like 10 or 12 bucks, depending on if it's on sale or not, and it's 15 now.
Ugh.
And there was some other stuff like the store was out of, and like overall prices haven't like all gone up, but there's definitely some things that aren't there. So I don't know if it's just the store I shop at, or if there's actual like supply chain issues or cost of manufacturing, or we'll see over the next few weeks. But yeah, the
Stores are raising their prices now.
So yeah,
be prepared. Also, there's a few things in the news. Of course, I think it's just going to be a shit show every day on the news. But
right.
Let's talk about, first of all, President Trump trying to sell a Tesla or buy a Tesla from Elon to instill trust in Tesla because Tesla's stock has tanked severely.
First of all, Tesla stock was already on the way down because they can't fucking look. The Model S is a very nice car. The SUV, not personally my style, but nice car. But these cars have had nothing but problems since they came out, with all these firmware updates and issues with the self-driving and issues with the door handles and people getting locked in their cars when the battery goes dead, and the self-driving cars hitting people, or the one guy had it in self-driving mode and it went underneath a semi and decapitated him. Like,
oh my God.
And then they rushed the Cybertruck out, which added even more issues and recalls. And this was all before Musk even got involved in the fucking government shit. Tesla stock was already slipping. So now you have this asshole putting himself out there and doing all this shit that people don't like, on top of making a not great car to begin with. Like, Teslas were cool 10 years ago because they were the only player in the space. Now you have options from actual car makers that are light years ahead of what Tesla is doing, because they know how. Mercedes knows how to make a car.
Mm-hmm.
They've been making cars for 100 years.
Yeah.
So if I can buy a Tesla that's been around for 20 years and has constant issues, or a Mercedes, I'm going to buy the Mercedes. Hummer came out with their electric car. It's roughly the same price as the Cybertruck. And it will literally crawl up the side of your house because they know how to make a truck, and Elon Musk doesn't. So you have all these new players in the space that are now making electric cars, which were chipping away at Tesla's stock price anyway.
Well, question is, are they really trying to push us to buy electric cars now?
Well, no. Okay, here's the thing. Republicans are water. They're whatever you pour them into. Look, politicians in general are scumbags. Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever. But Republicans in particular don't give a fuck about anything, and they just go whichever way the wind blows. So when they needed to get votes and they needed to rile up all the rednecks, it was electric cars are stupid and you shouldn't have to buy an electric car. But now that Donald Trump and Elon are buddies, it's electric cars are great, everyone should own an electric car. And the truth is probably somewhere in between. Our country, electric cars are really cool, especially if you don't drive a lot. And if you own a home where you can install a charger and you don't drive a lot, yeah, electric cars are great. No oil changes, no buying gas, very low cost of maintenance. Almost nothing on the car moves. It's 2 electric motors and that's it. Everything else, there's really no maintenance on an electric car. So yeah, that's great. Now if you drive far, electric cars probably aren't for you. If you live in an apartment, electric cars are probably not for you. The reality is, I mean, I'm a pretty mechanically inclined guy, and I do like cars, and I do try to kind of keep up on stuff. I would recommend, if you are in the market for a car, a hybrid, because you're getting the best of both worlds. You have the gas for when you need to go somewhere, and you have the electric for the ability. That's what I drive. That you have that ability to save you a little bit of money on gas. So, I mean, not to go down like the car talk road, but no, Tesla was already slipping, and then Musk keeps sticking his head out there. 10 years ago, Elon Musk was cool because you didn't know anything about him. He was this guy that was kind of reclusive, and he made these cars, and every once in a while he would pop his head out and try to sell you a flamethrower. Or, like, Tesla used to make ridiculous shit and do these limited runs of stuff that they would sell. Like, they literally sold flamethrowers for, like, 24 hours. Like, and he would pop his head out and sell you some cool shit, and then he would go away. No one really knew anything about him. Then he started getting a little bit famous, and it immediately went to his head. And now all Elon Musk wants is for people to think he's cool, and he's fucking not. And all the money in the world will never get people to think he's cool because he's just a dork who bought his way into everything.
Well, not even just that, even just some of his racist rhetoric these days, and when his ways and what he's saying. Even the whole Trump trying to declare people protesting against Tesla being terrorists.
Well, that's all just
what? Excuse me?
No, that's just part of the plan. Protesting will be illegal soon. Your free speech is gone. The First Amendment is dead.
That guy who got arrested, and now they're trying to deport him?
Yeah, for leading pro-Palestinian protests. And here's the other thing, guys. Don't let these motherfuckers gaslight you. You can be A-okay with Jewish people and not like the fact that Israel is blowing everything up and basically committing genocide. You can still be okay with Jewish people. You're not anti-Semitic if you don't like the fact that Israel is literally committing genocide. So don't let these motherfuckers gaslight you into that. And that's exactly what Trump and his buddies are trying to do, is say, well, anyone that doesn't like what we're doing in Gaza or with Israel, then you must hate the Jewish people. That's not true. There's plenty of Jewish people that don't like what Israel's doing.
Exactly.
So... But no, this is all death by 1,000 cuts. It's just to chip away at your rights and chip away at your free speech and frame people as enemies of the state. If you go back far enough in these videos, the one that we did talking about how they've declared Antifa a terrorist organization. Well, why do that? Well, because it's intentionally vague, so anyone they don't like, they can declare a terrorist. And they're going to do the same thing with this pro-Palestinian shit. They're going to frame it as anti-Israel. They're going to frame you as a terrorist sympathizer so that they can throw you in these deportation camps, which aren't. They're concentration camps. No one's going to actually get deported. Some people will. Most people will just sit there and rot until they can figure out how to use you for free labor.
Oh my God.
That's why they're building prisons in Ecuador. Why does the United States of America need prisons in Ecuador? Even if we wanted to deport people, send them to Ecuador. Why does there need to be a prison there?
Exactly.
So, no. Shit's not great. Musk is a fucking idiot who just wants everybody to think he's cool.
These two need to be arrested for treason, seriously.
Why? They're not breaking the law. It's not against the law. They're doing a lot of fucked up shit.
That's wild.
Against and you'd have to convict Trump of Musk is Musk. But Trump, you gotta fucking impeach him, and you need 2/3 of Congress to do that, and you ain't getting it.
I hope we do.
You ain't.
Next midterms.
0 chance you're getting 2/3 of the fucking House and Senate to flip. 0 chance. You need 66%. Not getting it.
I think it's wild that there are people, even right now, that are supposed to be for the people that are representing us, that will allow
these people are for their wallet.
Sellouts. And they all need to be impeached. All of them.